Hi everyone. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone is having a great day. So, today I wrote a letter to my old self. This is why this is a good thing to do. Once you acknowledge all your lessons, failures, whatever you want to call them, all the things that happen to you in your life at certain pivotal moments, whatever that may be for you. You know better than anyone what those things were, what those moments were. Once you acknowledge what those things were there for and what purpose did they have in your journey, and now that you fully understand that that purpose has been fulfilled, it's always a good idea to put things on paper. Write it all down. I basically wrote, all of the things that really made me be the person that I am today. You put it on paper. And then after you do that, and here's the thing, you don't have to you don't have to write a whole book. Okay, that's not the purpose. You know, stick to the things that you know what they are, you know what mattered, you know what really changed you somehow. And then you write that down. And then once you write that down, be thankful for all of that. Be grateful for it. Acknowledge why these things happen to you. Do all of that. And then once you get towards the end, you can basically say your goodbye to your old self. Because you're obviously not that person anymore. Tomorrow you won't be the same person that you were today. Because we're always changing, we're always evolving. But when you get to this point where you are acknowledging that you're at a crossroads, or whatever you want to call it, that you understand that there is a new chapter, cycle of your life that is beginning or about to begin for you. It's always good to do that. It's a way of acknowledging to yourself, to the universe, all the things that went by, what they meant for you, how it affected you. And then you put that down, and you say goodbye to your old self. It's very straightforward stuff. And once you finish that, burn that letter. Fire is an alchemical energy, element. And that's pretty much it. You do that, you burn the paper, and then you move on. That's it. there's no, mystery after that. So if you're at this point in your life where you understand and you know that there are some loose ends that you have to tie up so you can move on to the next phase of your life, whatever that may be, do that. You feel good about it. It's good stuff, you know. It's a way of telling yourself that you understand why you went through all the things that you went through, that you acknowledge that you're grateful and thankful for it, and that you also understand that you are moving on to a different, chapter of your life, of your journey. And by doing that, these energies that are aligned with you, they will also acknowledge that. It's a good way to solidify things. Think of it as good spellcraft, if that's what you want to call it. Ritual, I don't know, you know. I've had I've had, times in my life where I've done things like this. There's the whole thing with the writing things on a piece of paper, putting on, you know, water with salt, let it dissolve, and then dispose of it. There are different things you can do. You can look it up. I'm not that big into that kind of stuff, but whatever fills your cup of tea, I don't know. For me, I like to do this. I like to write myself things when I feel the need to do it. I don't do it all the time. It's rare, actually. But I do it when I feel the need to do it. And I do that. I sit down with myself. I write how I feel about everything. It's kind of like, if you're into journaling and things like that, you're just journaling your self acknowledgement of what you've been through and how much it has improved you, however it has. And then you just do it, and then you burn it. That's it. This is probably the shortest video I'll ever make. Because this is really all I wanted to talk about right now. So yeah, do that. Write a letter to yourself. If you have to forgive someone, if you feel the need to do it, write it down that you're forgiving them. Write it down that you're forgiving yourself. That's very important. You have to forgive yourself for certain things. We have to be responsible and acknowledge our own mistakes. You know, um, yeah, you can call them mistakes or failures, but that's just a matter of semantics. They're just called that. But things that have to happen so you learn, so you grow, so you evolve. That's really all that is to it. So with that said, my friends, I love you all, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.